Today I have Dawson with me. This is my handsome nephew. Sorry to embarrass you, but and he is just as fun as he is cute. Like he is seriously, he's a fun fella. Anyway, his haircut is super cute. I'm excited to show you. We are gonna do a 1 to 2 fade, blend it through here. All of this we're trimming, but I love the way he styles it. So when we're done, I'm gonna have him show you how he styles it and what products that he uses and what works for him, so you guys know exactly what to do with this haircut. So we're gonna start with the number 1, okay? We're going to come down here on the bottom. So you can see how far up I'm coming. And I just come behind his ear. And that's all I do, because then I'm gonna blend the rest of this with my comb. So just right here, just behind his ear, is as far back as I go with the 1. So I do that on both sides. Okay. Oh, we can come this way, there. Okay. All right. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going with the 2. So we're gonna come up. So you can see I'm just coming to about here, not back too far. I'm gonna blend this with my comb, so you don't wanna go back too far because it's gonna be super short back here. Unless you want, you know, it's short back through here, then obviously you would take it back more. But with Dawson, we like his here, and then I'm gonna blend this from short to the long. Okay, so the 2 up to here. Okay, then we're gonna turn him this way. Same thing on this side. The 2 up through this area. Again, don't come too far back. We're gonna blend that with my comb. Okay, now, all right, we are going to just wet this down. What we'll do in a minute is blend those sides. So they're not gonna stay like that. We will blend them, and we will blend the 1 to 2 fade and then blend this area. Okay, so we're just gonna wet this down. Dawson is the baby of 5 kids. And I always tell him that we're the coolest. I'm the baby in my family too, so yeah, we're pretty cool, right, Dawson?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna start here in the middle, and what we're gonna do is we're just trimming. We're not taking too much off because he's liking the length that it is. So I start middle and I go right, then I come back to this middle and go to the left. So that is my guide point, okay? Then I'm gonna come down this middle, and I'm gonna take a 90-degree, just pull it out 90 degrees, just barely trim it. And the sections, I'm just taking vertical down his head just so I can keep track of where I'm going. So there's a section. Then I'm gonna come through here, just trim this, come straight down next to the part that I've already cut, because that's my guide point. Okay, same over here, just trim this, come down the side. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you guys watch him style this. And I bet Dawson is pumped to show us.
Thrilled. It'll be a good time.
It will be a good time. Always a good time. Okay, so you can see I'm just pulling this out, trimming. Same thing here. He likes that length. So when he styles it, you'll see what it does. He like has it stand up, so. Okay, again. So you can see I'm just coming from the middle now to this side. Okay. Yeah, Dawson. So he's one of the nephews that loves to change his hair. Huh, Doss? We have, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come out here, you guys, and I'm going to just barely trim this. And this we're going to blend with my comb and the clippers in a little bit. But I'm just coming around all of this just to clean it up a tiny bit. So you can see the outer perimeter this way is what I'm doing, just to make sure it's all nice and trimmed a little bit, but not a lot of length. Okay, now a way to check this area is to come straight up. So you can see I'm going up horizontal. I cut vertical, so now I'm checking it horizontal. So you can come up, and if there's any pieces that's not the same, they will be poking out, and then that way you can cut those off to make it even. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that down. Okay, now up here, same thing, we're just trimming. So from that part that I had cut in the middle, my guide point, I'm just coming off of that for all of this top to trim. And like I said, I always hit start in the middle, then I go right, then I come over here, then I go from this middle over to the left. So again, middle. And I just line up this middle with the part that I had cut before that. And I always like to point cut, just because it gives it a tiny bit of a different length instead of like straight across. You wouldn't think that much, or it would make that much of a difference, but it really does. Okay. And you can see I'm pulling his front up. The reason being is because that way it's gonna leave length up here for him. Say you're down here and you cut it, you know, down here, take more length. When you go to lift it up, it's gonna be shorter. So make sure you hold that up if the person is wanting more length in the front. Okay, now we are going to check it this way. So see, I cut forward, so now I'm checking sides. Okay, same here, same here, same here. Okay, so that's good. Now, what I'm gonna do is hold his front straight down. Now, of course, you know, before I was telling you, if you hold it straight down and take more off, it's gonna be shorter. This, I'm just making sure it's nice and trimmed and even in that front area. Okay, sweet. Now what we're gonna do is the blending. Then after blending, we are going to texturize, which is Dawson's favorite part. Right, Doss?
Yeah, gets thick.
Yeah, it gets so, and you guys can tell, I mean, he has thick hair. He has super good hair. Okay, so I'm coming from the 1 to the 2. This is a fine, thin comb for blending. It's a blending comb. So you come in where that 1 is, and you're gonna come straight up. So you take off those little hairs in between the 1 and 2. Okay, and then back here, I'm gonna move his ear. I'm gonna bring the comb in, and you can see where it's short here and long here. So I'm just gonna come, start taking some of that, and move the comb as I move the clippers. So you can see my left hand is moving as my right hand is moving at the same time. So I'm going up with the hair. Josh, you good?
Yeah.
Perfect. If you're first starting, maybe just go up horizontal this or vertical up this way. If you've done it longer and you want to like be faster, then you're going to go, you know, the long way of the comb. Okay, so you can see right here needs to be blended. So what you do is you bring the comb in, push it towards their head and then out a little bit. And then And you can also, so I'm bringing this comb in, I'm gonna angle the comb out a little bit so it's not straight against his head. It's closer to his head here, and then I'm gonna pull that comb out back here. That way it leaves some of that length back here to blend in with this long. So see how I come in, but then I hold that out a little bit? That helps blend. Especially that short, you know, to the long in the back. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is come straight from the ear, and I'm just going to clean this up around his ear. And then of course, when I turn him around, I'm going to be able to, because I'm just blending this, like free eyeing it, but it helps so much. One of the biggest keys I think to blending is putting them in front of a mirror and blend in the mirror as you look at it. So you can see exactly where you're blending and what needs to be taken off. Okay, so now this side, same thing. In fact, maybe I will come this way. There we go. So we're gonna come this way. Blend in this side. Come where the 1 was, take those little hairs off between the 1 and 2. Okay, remember, bring this part of the comb out a little bit so you can keep that length. But we need to blend that so it's not all like short and long. Okay. Now, I'm going to come by his ear. Clean up around the ear. Okay, and then I definitely need to look into the mirror to see where we're at. Okay, so you can see in the mirror where I'm needing to blend a little bit more through this area. And the other thing that I want to tell you guys is when you texturize, you can texturize and blend with your shears, texturizing shears. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Good. Good. Just getting pumped to style it, aren't you?
Oh yeah. They can see how I do that.
I literally am excited for people to see like what you do. Okay, now I'm going to switch and I'm going to come over to this side to blend in. Okay. That's the thing too, you can step back, make sure you look. Definitely with blending, it's all about eyeing down where it needs to be blended. If there's a little hole or if a little part's poking out, then we need more blending. Yeah, but this haircut, he has had so many compliments on this haircut. On Toss.
Yeah.
So we love that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, this is a way to check all your corners, okay? So corners after blending. Okay, I come this way and I always go on an angle. So here's this. Just gonna take this off. See, there's just that tiny little corner. And you wouldn't think that it, you know, would matter too much, but once this haircut starts growing out, it matters. So just kind of turn it on an angle a little bit. That means it's not gonna take a lot of length off. It's just taking that corner off so it won't be bulky or have little parts sticking out once it starts to grow up. Okay, sweet. So that's the corners. All right, now texturizing. Where you blend, you can bring the texturizing shears in through here where you blend. So you can come through here, use the texturizing shears. This helps blend it. Okay, now we're gonna do this side, all through this area. Okay, now the part that Doss loves is up through this. So this will help his hair. So you can see I come in and I go 1, 2, then I 1, 2. Now Dawson has enough hair to do this. If you have somebody that doesn't have a ton of hair, then maybe instead of going like 2 times in one spot, you're just gonna go 1 time, okay, like 1 time. But Dawson has enough hair that I go twice through his hair. And especially back here. So back here, when he goes to style it, you're gonna see that this texturizing will help his hair stand up because it cuts little hairs inside that, so the longer hairs will stand on the little hairs and help it stand up more. All right, Doss, we're getting close to your part.
Perfect.
He's such a trooper, right? Like, I love that he's willing to do this. He is such a fun kid. Okay, now I'm just going to blow dry the excess hair out from the texturizing. And I'm doing this because we're doing a video. If not, just rinse them in the sink and it'll get all the little hairs out. But since we're doing the video, that's why I just did that. And how wet do you like it when you style it, bud?
Not super.
Not super. So about...
I'll just take a blow dryer to it no matter what.
Oh,
Just so it
perfect.
moves it, yeah.
Okay, so it's not super wet. It's a little bit damp. Do you want, I can take this off and then you can show me?
Sure. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Okay, here we go. So you can look in here and
Okay.
here's the blow dryer.
Perfect. So
Good at that.
when I do it, my hair is super flat. So what I like to do is when I do blow dry it, I put it on high because I'm not super worried about it. And to get volume, I flip my hair upside down. And so to make sure that it doesn't go one way or another, I try to switch hands. And then I also go to the back and make sure it stays up.
I love it. That's good. That's cool.
Yeah.
So he's moving his hands and the blow dryer. He switches hands so it doesn't like poke up in
Yeah.
one spot.
So I have super flat hair, so I have to do that before. And then I take, it's just a swab, it's just a styling paste. And then I just take that, I get about enough to cover my fingertip. I rub it on both hands. And then I just go through to the point where I can make it kind of just messier. I try to make sure that it stays up in the front and then it also comes over the sides so it doesn't just look like it's all going one way. And I have weird cowlicks in the back, so I make sure that they press down. And then on the sides, I do this motion where I go up and in because I want it to go back instead of just fluffing outwards.
Maybe turn this way a little bit. And
Oh,
show
okay.
them. Okay, perfect.
So I go about that way with it, and then I just make sure it stays there. And then after that, it doesn't take me too long. I just take any type of hairspray will work, and then I just go around. And I especially make sure to get the sides here because they fall down more than anything else.
Perfect, Dosh, you're awesome. All right, another tip, you guys. So for Dawson, with the hairsprays and stuff, he has tried different ones. The aerosol, he likes best. It works best. It holds it better. So you can use any of them, but the aerosol, he really likes a lot better. And I love aerosol hairsprays. I do. I love them. I feel like they hold better. And so that's just a little tip that we wanted to share with you. And anyway, is that it? I think that's it. That's our tips. Thanks, you guys. Dude, so that's a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a quick one.
Yes, I love that. So I'm just spraying it a little bit more for him. I love that too, how you showed him, like you bring it in and kind of up, like you lift that. I really like that. That's cool. Okay, I'm just spraying this for him. Okay, but I love how you do that front too. And like he said, he brings this out a little bit too, so it doesn't feel like it's just up in the front. So, okay, we are going to turn him around. Oh my gosh, so handsome. Anyway, thank you. You're a pro at like blow drying and all the things. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed Dawson's haircut. He's such a great, fun kid, and I just love him, and I'm glad he did this for us. And yeah, you're a pro, but you look good. So thank you for watching, you guys. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let me know, and I would love to help you with anything I can. Have a good day, you guys. See ya.